There's this thing that happens sometimes when I'm doing something mindless, like washing dishes or folding laundry. Out of nowhere, I'll remember something someone said or did years ago, and it just lands in my chest like it happened 5 minutes ago. Not the memory, the actual hurt. I used to wonder why I was still holding on. I thought I had forgiven them. I even told others I had. But the ache told a different story. So here it is. I'm still learning how to forgive without holding on to the pain. I'm not writing from a mountaintop of wisdom, just from the messy middle of my own process. Forgiveness, I've found, isn't neat or linear. Sometimes it feels like weakness, or even like I'm betraying myself. Like, if I forgive, am I saying what happened was okay? I wish it felt more like freedom, but often it's like swallowing something too big and pretending everything's fine while it sits in my throat. I don't have a polished routine or step-by-step plan. What I have are raw, real moments, like the time I admitted out loud to myself, I'm still mad. That was the first time I realized I had skipped the grief part. Grief for what was lost, for what should have been, for how unseen I felt. I had tried to jump from pain to peace, and that just doesn't work. Forgiveness for me is more like a muscle. You stretch it, strain it, rest it, try again. Some days I can barely lift anything. And often the person I'm trying to forgive isn't even around anymore, doesn't care, or doesn't remember what they did. That's where it gets hard, realizing that I was giving them power over my peace by waiting for their remorse. It took me a long time to accept that forgiveness doesn't require fairness, that setting boundaries can still coexist with letting go of resentment. I'm learning to ask myself if I want to keep carrying certain stories, or if I'm ready to put them down. And sometimes I'm just not ready. And that's okay too. I once heard that forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could have been different, and that hit hard. Because I do that. I rehearse, reframe, wish for a different outcome, thinking maybe I can rewrite it in my head. But I can't. I can only choose how to hold it now. So no, I haven't mastered this. I still get triggered, still argue with ghosts in the shower, still feel old heat in my chest. But I also notice I'm reacting less, repeating it less, wanting revenge less. And maybe that's what healing looks like. Not a clean resolution, but a quiet loosening. So if you're still hurting, or still angry, or not quite ready to let go, I get it. Me too. I'm not offering answers, just a little honesty from where I am, somewhere on the path.